Peace, peace. Check this out. You know, one of the wildest things to me is who was the first nigga that started eating dead animal flesh? Who was it? Who was the first one that looked at a deer and was like, I'm gonna eat that bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, who was that? Because once you get your mind, once I'm 52 years old, so I was I was in, I really don't, and let me stop saying because I'm trying to make sure that I talk the right way and cut out certain words. So it's like this. Once you get yourself from out of a religious mindset and you start to use your common sense, because my mama used to say common sense is not common these days, son. Once you get your man out of a religious mindset and you don't let the masses run your train of thought, you'll start to see that eating animals is things that animals do. So it's like this. We, especially us black melanated beings, we shouldn't be eating dead animal flesh. You shouldn't be, we shouldn't, you don't supposed to be eating something that shits, piss, have sex like you, has a vagina, has a penis, has a ball sack, muscles, veins, a heart. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Because when someone passes away, right? You bury them, you put them in the coffin, you bury them 6 feet deep for those who don't get cremated, right? When an animal dies, where does an animal go? In a refrigerator or a freezer, and then that dead animal flesh goes in your stomach. So now you are a walking graveyard. You carrying dead animals around in your stomach. That's crazy because when you say something about that, people always go back to where the Bible said, well, God said we can eat animals. Do you know who wrote the Bible? First, research who wrote the Bible. And if you want to go with the Bible, I can go there too. In the book of Genesis, they were given the fruits. Genesis chapter 1, I believe 20, verse 26 through 29. They was given the herbs, the fruits of the trees. That was for meat. And then when you got down to the flood, on down to the flood account, who was written by men, it changed to now you can eat dead animal flesh. Now, according to the Bible, it says that God doesn't change. So why would that change from a good healthy fruit vegan diet to a dead animal flesh that causes diseases and everything? Now you have a lot of people that'll say, yeah, well, the meat ain't like how it used to be. The animals ain't how it used to be. They used to kill them on the animals were slaughtered and they wasn't given the antibiotics and all that stuff. Man, stop that. Your teeth isn't structured. Black people, your teeth isn't structured to eat dead animals. It's structured to eat fruits and vegetables. That's why you have hands, so you can grab and pick fruits and vegetables. The acid in our stomach is not powerful enough to devour the dead animal flesh. Our intestines is way longer than an animal's intestines. So what I'm getting to is when an animal eats another animal, their intestines are way shorter than ours. Why? Because they can get it from out them real quick. And the acid in their stomach is 10 times powerful than ours. If we had the acid in our stomach that an animal has, it would kill us. And that's why we have parasites and worms, because that food is rotting in our stomach. But people would like to debate this instead of just looking it up for themselves. We shouldn't be eating dead animal flesh. That's kind of crazy. So I've been vegan 4 years now. And one thing about it, I didn't become vegan because I wanted to be healthy. I became vegan because I look at the animals as my little brothers and sisters. It's a spiritual thing. Now, I'm not telling nobody what to do, but you have to understand that animals was not put here to be chewed on. An animal was put here to do things on the earth to help the earth, right? So that's just something I just want to share real quick. And do your research on what I said. And I'll talk about this some more, but I'm on my break. Peace.